learners, welcome to the SWAM course of Microbial Technology. I Virendra Kumar Vaishnav, Assistant Professor from Chhattisgarh Swami Vivekanand Technical University, Durg, Chhattisgarh. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about conjugations. Before we discuss this lecture, let's do a small revision of previous lecture. In previous lecture, discussed about gene transfer methods via transformation. Via this method, understood the production process of multiple copies of a recombinant DNA molecule and to give specific genes or attributes to another cells in order to observe a phenomenon or create a cell with a specific genotype. Transformation is the process wherein the bacteria takes up naked DNA. The bacterial cell which takes up the DNA is said to be competent, that is ready to take up the exogenous DNA fragment. The incoming DNA can transform the recipient bacterium only if the DNA is homologous to the recipient's DNA and the homologous recombination occurs. The transformation was discovered by Frederick Griffith in Streptococcus pneumoniae in 1921. It was later demonstrated by Oswald Avery, Colin MacLeod and Maclean McCarty in 1944 that the transforming principle was DNA. So, let us start today's topic. In this lecture, we will study about gene transfer via conjugation. This lecture will cover the history of conjugation, experiments for conjugation, process of conjugation and gene responsible for formation of conjugating tube and examples of conjugations. In this lecture, we will cover about conjugation history, principle of conjugation, process of conjugation and some examples of conjugation process. So, let us start. So, here is the conjugation is the transfer of a plasmid or other self transmissible DNA element and sometime chromosomal DNA from a donor cell to a recipient cell via direct contact, usually mediated by a conjugating pilus or also called sex pilus. Recipient of the DNA transferred by conjugation are called transconjugants. The process of conjugation can transfer DNA regions of hundreds to thousands of kilobase and has the broadest host range for DNA transfer among the method for bacterial exchange. Conjugation occur in and between only species of bacteria including gram-negative as well as gram-positive bacteria and even occur between bacteria and plants. Broad host range conjugating plasmids have been used in molecular biology to introduce recombinants genes into bacterial species that are refractory to routine transformation or transduction method. Although numerous examples of conjugative plasmid exist, conjugating involve the F plasmid is the most common. Here is the definition of bacterial conjugation. Bacterial conjugation is the transfer of genetic material between bacterial cells by direct cell to cell contact or by a bridge like connecting between two cells. This takes place through a pilus. It is a parasexual mode of reproduction in bacteria. So, history, let us discuss about history of conjugation. The natural ability of some bacteria to transfer genetic material between each other was first recognized by Joshua Lederberg and Edward Tatum in 1946. They were studying strains of Escherichia coli that had different nutritional requirement for growth. A minimal medium is a growth medium that contains the essential nutrient for a wild type bacterial species to grow. A strand that cannot synthesize a particular nutrient and needs that nutrient to be supplemented in its medium is called an auxotrophs. By comparison, a strand that could mix all essential nutrients needed for growth would be termed as phototrophs. Experiment done by Joshua Lederberg and Edward Tatum, the experiment considers one strand designated which required one amino acid methionine and one vitamin biotin in order to grow. This strand did not require the amino acid threonine or leucine or the vitamin thiamine for growth. The second another strand is designated just the opposite requirement. It was an auxotroph for threonine, leucine and thiamine, but a prototroph for methionine and biotin. These differences in nutritional requirements correspond to variations in the genetic material of the two strands. The first strand had two defective genes encoding enzymes necessary for methionine and biotin synthesis. The second strand contained three defective genes required to make threonine, leucine and thiamine. Observations were recorded under two conditions. First is when the two strands were not mixed. Without mixing, about 100 million cells were applied to plate on a growth medium lacking amino acid, biotin and thiamine. No colonies were observed to grow. This result is expected because the media did not contain methionine or biotin. Likewise, when 100 million cells were plated, no colonies were observed because threonine, leucine and thiamine were missing from this growth medium. When the two strands were mixed together, however, when the two strands were mixed together and then 108 cells plated, approximately 10 bacterial colonies formed. Because growth occurred, the genotype of the cells within these colonies must have been methionine and biotin, threonine, leucine and thiamine present. How could this genotype occur? Because no colonies were observed on either plate in which the two strands were not mixed. Conclusion drawn by Lederberg and Tatum, it was not due to mutations that convert negative methionine biotin to positive methionine biotin or to mutation that converted negative threonine leucine thiamine to positive threonine leucine and thiamine. Instead, they hypothesized that some genetic material was transferred between the two strands. One possibility is that the genetic material provided the ability to synthesize methionine and biotin was transferred to the negative methionine biotin threonine positive leucine thiamine strand. Alternatively, the ability to synthesize threonine, leucine and thiamine may have been transferred to the positive methionine, biotin, threonine, leucine and thiamine negative cells. The result of this experiment did not distinguish between these two possibilities. The presented pictorial shows the experiment of Joshua Lederberg and Tatum. In 1950, Bernard Davis conducted experiments showing that two strains of bacteria must make physical contact with each other to transform genetic materials. The apparatus he used, known as U-tube, at the bottom of the U-tube is a filter with pore small enough to allow the passage of genetic material, but too small to permit the passage of bacterial cells. On one side of the filter, Davis added a bacterial strain with a certain combination of nutritional requirement. On the other side, he added a different bacterial strain. The application of alternating pressure and suction promoted the movement of liquid through the filter. Because the bacteria were too large to pass through the pores, the movement of liquid did not allow the two types of bacterial strains to mix with each other. However, any genetic material that was released from a bacterium could pass through the filter. After incubation in a U-tube, bacteria from either side of the tube were placed on media that could select for the growth of cells that were positive for methionine, biotin, threonine, leucine and thymine. These selective media lacked methionine, biotin, threonine, leucine and thymine, but contained all other nutrients essential for growth. In this case, no bacterial colonies grew on the plates. Conclusion of this experiment: the experiment showed that without physical contact, the two bacterial strains did not transfer genetic material to one another. This is the experiment done by him. Principle of bacterial conjugation. The process of bacterial conjugation is based on the principle that the plasmid or any other genetic material is transferred from the donor cell to the recipient cell through close physical contact of all these conjugative plasmid. The F indicates for fertility. Plasmid of E. coli was the first discovered and is one of the best studies. The F plasmid is present in one or two copies per cell and is very large, about 100 kilobases. E. coli harboring the F plasmid are referred to as donor F positive or male cells, and E. coli lacking the F plasmid are referred to the recipient F negative or female cells. Only donor cells are capable of transferring the F plasmid to recipient cells. For transfer of the F plasmid from donor to recipient, intimate contact between cells resulting in mating pair formation is required. The transfer of genetic material is then brought by membrane fusion of the two cells by the acting of different enzymes. Procedure of conjugation. Contact between donor and recipient cell is a key step that initiates the conjugation process. Sex pili, singular pilar, are made by F plus strand. The genes encoded the pilin protein TRA is located on the F factor. The pili act as attachment site that promote the binding of bacteria to each other. In this way, an A positive strand makes physical contact within F negative strand. In certain species such as E. coli, long pili project from F positive cells are attempt to make contact with nearby F negative cells. Once contact is made, the pili shorten and thereby draw the donor and recipient cells closer together. A conjugation bridge is then formed between the two cells, which provide a passageway for DNA transfer. Genes within the F factor encode a protein complex called the relaxosome. This complex first recognized as DNA sequence in the F factor, known as the origin of transfer. Upon recognition, one DNA strand in the site is cut. The relaxosome also catalyzes the separation of the DNA strand, and only the cut DNA strand is transferred to the recipient cells. As the DNA strand separate, most of the proteins within the relaxosome are released, but one protein called relax remain bound to the end of the DNA strand. The complex between this single stranded DNA and relaxes is called a nucleoprotein because it contains both nucleic acid and protein. The next phase of conjugation involves the export of the nucleoprotein complex from the donor cell to the recipient cell. To begin this process, the DNA/relaxase complex is recognized by a coupling factor that promotes the entry of the nucleoprotein into the exporter. A complex of proteins that span both inner and outer membrane of the donor cell. In bacterial species, this complex is formed from 10 to 15 different proteins that are encoded by genes within the F factor. Once the DNA relax complex is pumped out of the donor cell, it travels through the conjugation bridge and then into the recipient cell. The other strand of the F factor DNA remains in the donor cell, where DNA replication restores the F factor DNA to its original double-stranded condition. After the recipient cell receives a single strand of the F factor DNA, relaxase catalyze the joining of the ends of the linear DNA molecule to form a circular molecule. This single stranded DNA is replicated in the recipient cell to become double stranded. The result of conjugation is that the recipient cell has acquired an F factor, converting it from an F negative to an F positive cell. The genetic composition of the donor strand has not changed. This presenting image for genes of the F factor that play a role during conjugation. In presenting picture, a region of the F factor carry genes that play a role in the conjugating process because they play a role in the transfer of DNA from donor to recipient cell. The genes are designated with the three-letter name of TRA or TRB, followed by a capital letter. The TRA genes are shown in red and the TRB genes are shown in blue. The function of the few examples are indicated. The original of transfer is designated ORI-T. The presenting figure was showing that the transfer of an F factor during bacterial conjugation. In this image, two E. coli cells in the act of conjugation. The cells on the left is F positive and the one of the right is F negative. The two cells make contact with each other via sex pili that are made by the F positive cell. Journal mechanism of transfer of conjugative plasmid by conjugation in the gram-negative bacteria. In gram-negative bacteria, the first step in conjugation involve a conjugation pilus on the donor bacterium binding to a recipient bacterium lacking a conjugation pilus. Typically, the conjugation pilus retract or depolymerizes, pulling the two bacterial together. A series of membrane protein coded for by the conjugative plasmid then forms a bridge and an opening between the two bacteria, now called a mating pair. Using the roaring circle model of DNA replication, a nuclease breaks one strand of the plasmid DNA at the origin or transfer site of the plasmid and that nicked strand enter the recipient bacterium. The other strand remains behind in the donor cell. Both the donor and the recipient plasmid strands then make a complementary copy of themselves. The presenting image showing the conjugation mechanism in E. coli. This is the mechanism by which resistant plasmid, also called R plasmid, coding for multiple antibiotic resistance and conjugation pilus formation, are transferred from a donor bacterium to a recipient. This is a big problem in treating opportunistic gram-negative infection such as urinary tract infection, wound infection, pneumonia and septicemia by such organisms as E. coli, Proteus, Klebsiella, Enterobacter, Serratia and Pseudomonas, as well as with the intestinal infection by organisms like Salmonella and Shigella. There is also evidence that the conjugating pilus may also serve as a direct channel through which single-stranded DNA may be transferred during conjugation. If positive conjugation, this results in the transfer of an F positive plasmid processing trazine coding only for a conjugation pilus and mating pair formation from a donor bacterium to a recipient bacterium. One strand of the F positive plasmid is broken with a nuclease at the region of transfer sequence that determines where one of the plasmid DNA transfer is initiated by serving as a replication start site, where DNA replication enzyme will nick the DNA to initiate DNA replication and transfer. The nicked strand enter the recipient bacterium while the other bacterium strand remains in the donor. Each strand then makes a complementary copy. The recipient then becomes an F positive male and can make a sex pilus. HFR, high frequency recombinant conjugation. HFR conjugation begins when an F positive plasmid with trazines coding for mating pair formation inserts or integration into the chromosome to form an HFR bacterium. A nucleus then breaks one strand of the donor DNA at the origin of transfer location of the inserted F positive plasmid and the nicked strand of the donor DNA begins to enter the recipient bacterium. The remaining non-nicked DNA strand remains in the donor and make a complementary copy of itself. The bacterium connection usually breaks before the transfer of the entire chromosome is completed, so the remainder of the A positive plasmid seldom enter the recipient. As a result, there is a transfer of some chromosomal DNA which may be exchanged for a piece of the recipient DNA through homologous recombination, but not the ability to form a conjugation pilus and mating pairs. Examples of conjugation: Agrobacterium tumefaciens cause crown gall tumor in plant by transferring the tDNA element, a part of the TAI plasmid, also called tumor inducing plasmid, present in this bacterium, into a plant cell where the T elements become incorporated into the plant cell's genome. Conjugative plasmids encoding antimicrobial resistant genes are called R plasmid, which are transferred through Signella species that might result in a widespread outbreak of antibiotic resistant Shigella mediated dysentery. Conjugation in Mycobacterium meningitis, like conjugation in E. coli, require stable and extended contact between a donor and a recipient strain is DNA resistant, and the transferred DNA is incorporated into the recipient chromosome by homologous recombination. However, unlike E. coli, HFR conjugation, mycobacterial conjugation is chromosome rather than plasmid based. Furthermore, it contrasts to E. coli. HFR conjugation in M. meningitis as all region of the chromosome are transferred with comparable efficiency. The length of the donor segment vary widely, but have an average length of 44.2 kb. Since a mean of 13 tracts are transferred, the average total of transferred DNA per genome is 575 kb. This process is referred to as distributive conjugator transfer. Now coming to the application of conjugation. Conjugation is a convenient means for transferring genetic material to a variety of targets. In laboratory, successful transfer have been reported from bacteria to yeast, plant mammalian cells, diatoms and isolated mammalian mitochondria. Conjugation has advantage over other forms of genetic transfer, including minimal disruption of the target cellular envelope and the ability to transfer relatively large amount of genetic materials. While TMV is capable of infecting many plants family, these are families primarily herbaceous dicots. So all these lecture we conclude that through this summary. In this lecture, we studied about gene transfer via conjugation. Bacterial conjugation is one of the three major known modes of genetic exchange between bacteria, the other two being transduction and bacterial transformation. Of these three modes, conjugation is the only one that involves cell-to-cell contact. Joshua Ladderwood and Tatum first reported such transfer in 1946 in Escherichia coli. This discovery resulted from a deliberate search for sexual recombination in bacteria, in which progeny carry genetic markers from two parents. Bacterial conjugation is a sexual mode of genetic transfer in the sense that chromosomal bacterium from two sexual distinct cells type is brought together in a defined and programmed process. So let's discuss about the next lecture in we will cover transduction. Transduction principle, types of transduction such as generalized transduction, specialized transduction and mechanism of transduction. Transduction was discovered by Ginder and Laderberg in Salmonella. Harsey and Chase used transduction as a tool to confirm that DNA is the genetic material. Transduction is a method of genetic transfer from one bacterium to another through a virus. There is no direct contact between the bacterial cells. The other way of genetic recombination in bacteria include transformation and conjugation. In this process, bacteriophage, which in fact bacteria, use host cell to multiplicate and while reassemble the sometimes pack the bacterial DNA with them. Later, when the virus infect new bacterial cells, the bacterial genome that they carry may get inserted into the host genome. Transduction is commonly used to genetic engineering for insertion foreign DNA into the host cell.